Hello everyone, welcome back to Broccoli Master YouTube channel. In today's video, I have covered all the end-to-end steps that is required to make a professional blog website. If you are a beginner or intermediate level, this project absolutely make your skill more boostable. In this video, you will learn how to create a Django models, dealing with the views, URLs, and many more things. At the last of this video, I have also covered how can you customize your Django admin panel dashboard. By the end of this video, you will have a clear cut area about how can you make any types of different websites. Make sure that you will watch this video till last, and please don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channels. As you know that this channel is new and your support and love is very necessary for us. So without wasting your time, let's begin it. On the screen you are seeing that this is a blog websites, and we will customize this website and connect with the Django frameworks. We will cover every section that we are needed to. Just like we will also cover this category based page, and we are also going to deal with the detail page, comment sections, and the sidebars. Everything that is required for this blog, we will cover it on this videos. So now I am opening my VS Code. So right here, I already opened my VS Code. And here we will get our Django project. So for that, Django admin start project blog. So we are seeing here the error. So first we need to create the virtual env, and on that virtual environment we will create our project. It's our best practice for doing any types of project, because at the end when we are going to deploy our project, virtual environment will help us a lot. We don't need to install everything that we required on the server while deploying our project. So first we are going to make the virtual env, python bnb and env. So it's creating, it's take a few minutes. Yeah, it's done now. So we need to activate this environment. So for it, activate. So now it is already activated. So on this, I will install the Django. So now we are going to create our project. So for it, let's create now Django admin start project. Let's start the blog. So you are seeing here our first blog project has been started. So first we need to create the app. Again, I'm getting an app python -py start app. Let's name it. Okay, we have done it. So we have seen here, we have already created this. On blog section, we are going to change everything. All the settings are available here. So I will show you all the process and what's the use of this, all the things. What else? apps.py, admin.py, test views.py, my.py, whatever the use of it, we are seeing on this video. So first we need to connect with that. So we have installed the home. So we need to install here. We have named it home here. And also we have to include the path. So we are going to include our home path here. Path home dot urls. So we define it here. So let's copy it, and on this home, make one new file called urls.py, and this we need to indicate all the URLs that we needed to start our project. So first make here def index request on http false. So this is our first page. We are just checking it, and we're defining the path here. So let's rough it. We also don't need this. We need to modify it. So from here, path, let's name it index, and we also need to put our views. We have already imported here. Let's check it. UI run server. Oh, we're getting the errors. I think this error is coming from here. Home.as. We have included the capital home, and we have already done it in a small form. That's why I think the error is showing. Let's try it again. I hope this is working now. Let's check it. So we are seeing here, this is our first page. We are connected the app with the project. So for uploading our templates, we need to create the template folder here. This is our templates folders, and also we need to create the static folder. So on templates, we will copy all the HTML files, and on the statics, we need to cover all the CSS and JSS files. So let's copy it here. We need to cover all this index.html on our page. So let's paste it. Yeah, we have it there. And again, it is our CSS and JSS file. Let's copy it here, and I guess paste there. Okay, now it's done with that. First we need to create a base.html file. This.html file helps to cover all the things that are same on every page. Here in every page we are seeing that this nav bar and the footer is nearly same. So we will copy the code of nav bar and footer bar in a base.html so that it will cover and render all the pages that we require there. So first we need to create a base.html file. So I am creating here base.html file, and on the index sections we are just copying the head and the footer path, and here is our head sections. Okay, from here we'll cover everything. Paste it, and here we'll define box header. Okay, now again this header function will be cover, so we will block header. We will put this file on the block header section. Just copy it, cut it. Here's the ending of header. So paste it there file. It will cover the header file. Now this is the starting of the body part. So after that, body part, all the body sections will be available here. Okay, I made it. Now let's bring the changes on the footer path. Okay, from here we are seeing that it is a footer path. So let's copy it and cut this all files. I need to paste here. Okay, we have done that with the base.html files. Now check it the index.html files. So here's our index.html files. So first we extend our HTML file. Let's also load the statics file. Okay, we have done with that. Okay, from here I think this is the body sections. So put it on the block sections of the body. Just cut it. Testing this all on the body part. Okay, we have done with that. Okay, now let's test this first HTML page by reading these URLs. Okay, and here we let define the this render our HTML type, render text.html, and we also need to change on the setting part. So on the settings we need to define the templates and the statics file. Django. We don't need to remember all the code because all the documentations and the codes are already defined on the documentation part. So just click it and do it. Here, just copy it and here we need to paste here. We don't require this line, so just remove it, just copy it, and need to paste on this section. Okay, we have done with that. It's time to check it. So first we need to run the server. On server. Okay, as we are seeing that some error, so we just first make the migration. Python manage.py migrate. Okay, everything is migrated. Python manage.py. Let's start a server. Okay, server is started our in 8000 port. Okay, we are saying this error template does not exist. Okay, we have made the mistake here. We have missed the S so that it's not rendering. Now let's open it and again refresh it. Well, now we are saying this is the render all the files, and this our HTML, this our CSS and JavaScript files are not connected. So we need to connect first it. Let's connect this file. Go there and connect these files. So let's write everything here. This static. This. Okay, again. Just click Alt and select with the help of mouse. Also need to connect a CSS file, and here is the CSS file. Select all the with the help of Alt and also need to here. Okay, so we have done with that as CSS and JSS file. Let's again check it. Let's refresh it. Okay, we will see now the error. Okay, let's check it. Oh, on this sections we have not load our statics file, so let's load it. Load is static. Okay, let's check it now again checking it. So here you can see that we have successfully rendered the template files on our Django server. So here I'm opening my models.py. On these sections, first we need to define all the things that are required for the blog. Just like in the blog section on the page, we are seeing that there is a category base. There is also titles, date, and the author name. So we will write all these things to our model.py so that it will access and fetch the data from the server. Let's create the models.py. So for creating the model.py, first we need to define a class. First you guys write what I am going to write, and after that I will define you each code line by line. Now there is a title. When we choose the char field, then we have to put the maximum length value. So we're defining the maximum length here. Now there is also author name. Let's put the name here, char field, and defining here max length. Next there is the image sections. So it will define the image field. Upload to on the image. When the image will upload, then it will save on the image folders. After that there is also content. So we will define the content by text field. On the content section we don't need to define the maximum length. Here is also category based. All things are the category based, and on the sections we will show you how we can deal with the category based page. First we need to define the category here. So for defining the category, I want to define the category class. So let's define here class category model. Maximum length I will take 100. Okay, now there is also slug. Auto will take the name on the slug, and this slug must be a unique. A slug will also contain a null equal to, let's take it as a non-val. Okay, we also need to define the model so that it will remove this error. So let's define here from auto slug field from Django .utils text import logify. We will also use this logify later. So we are facing this error, and this error is came from here. So we just copy and replace it here. Now we have done with that. I already installed that auto slug field. So if you are not installed this, then you need to install on your systems. For installing it, let's install it on the environment. Pip install. Let's install it using the terminal. Pip install Django. Django auto slog, and it will install all the things. I already installed it, so I don't need to install again. So now for the image section, we have defined the image, so we need to also install the pillow. So let's install it like that. We will install pillow, and you will install all the requirement library here. I already installed it. So after that, we need to define the function here. For defining, let's first need to save it. Save self.slug, then take the base slug, logify by its name. Save.slug is equal to past define. So that's self.save the category based on your name. Okay, finally we have write the function of it. Now it's time to define it on our block sections. So here on the content, define it here. Category, let's take the following key here, and it will take from the category sections related name equal to take the category dot cascade. Also define the block slug here. So take the auto slug field that we already defined here, populated from title, and unique is equal to true, null value is equal to true. And there is also date sections, so we need to define the date here. So I'm defining it as when the content writer posts something on the blog website, it will take the date automatically. So we simply select the date field, and we on the auto now equal to true. Status is equal to, let's build a blog as a draft and a save sections. If the admin click on the post section, then the blog will be posted. If it does not tick on that, then it will automatically post on the draft. It will not update the post from the backend. So for that functions, let's define here status. So we are defining the status here. Let's give it status is equal to draft. When the user doesn't click on it, then it will go post on the draft sections. And when the user tick it, then it will automatically go on publish. Let's define it here, capital letter. So now we need to define it here on the block section. Status is equal to models.care field, and choices status. Set the maximum length or and default 0. Now on the block sections, we have also seen that there is a sidebar view, and there is a sidebar section. So there is a popular section, recent, like that. There's trending, inspiration. We have also seen that here is a category based, the post is showing here. We also need to define these all sections. So when the admin click on the popular, then it will go the post on the popular site. When the admins click on the recent, then the post will automatically go on the recent. So let's define it. Section is, there is a recent, there is also a publish. So we took the publish. We have also seen their trending. Define it. Now let's define it here. Models.care field, choices section, max length, also write main post. So we are defining the main post. So here we have defined the main post. So the use of this main post is basically when the admin tick post will appear here. Now define the function here, return f. So save it, the name title and category, so that it make easy to find this code. Here we remove this and find here. Okay, we have done it. Let's migrate this file now. So for migration the file, write the code py -.py, make migration. So we have facing the error. The error is came from remove the leading slash, this slash. Can migrate it to make migration. Okay, the file has already migrated. So we have migration it -.py migrate. Successfully we have applied this migrated, and for it we also need to define here, okay, because when we check it, so we also need to get the super admin for the access of admin panel. So let's get it, my python -.py create per user. Take the admin name. I will take this hello, password should properly. Yes, now start a server. So let's set the, here we are seeing that the model have not be updated here. So for it, we need to define it here. We need to register the every models, and after registrations we have, and after registration this model will be appear on the backend on the admin panel. So for registration we need to first import our models from .models, import all, and let's register it admin .site.register. There is block section, so we need to
register the blog. And there is also a category, so we also need to register this category. Register category. Okay, we have done with that. That automatically save it, check it, tracing. Okay, we have seen that here is a models.py files, and here is a category that will take the name. Finally, we have done with that. So for views.py, we also need to define the blog detail page. When the user click this content, the detail page must be available there. So for that, we need to define it here. So first, let's define the blog detail page. Finding here dot div blog. On the blog detail sections, let's first define the post. Post is equal to blog sets. So we need to first import from dot models import every model. When we take this minus id, then it will update the post that we have created recently. Let's also define this category in category dot object sort all. Done with that, I want to get the posts. Let's define it here by s. I want post by its slug. Slug is equal to slug. Okay, here we also need to define this slug field. So let's import some important library here. Django dot define the slug here. Find everything here. And there is a posts here URL where define two posts here. So one remove here. And there is a category that this post. Okay, we have done with that. I think on the blog detail page there is not necessary of this posts and order. So let's remove it. Let's comment it. Okay. If necessary, then we will put it again. Okay, we have defined here. Now defining the return render. We'll take blog detail .html file. Find here. Now we also need to define here. Okay, let's make it blog detail page. And for it, we don't need this. Remove dust. And we also don't need this. First, we need to extend the base.html file. That we need to load the statics file. With that, we have to put all this in header file. Okay. So cut down here and paste it here. Okay. Done. And this section must become on the body part. So it will check all the body part. Let's find the footer. Here is the footer. So let's cut it and paste it down here. Have did it. So let's define it the views.py here, and we have defined the blog.html file. We also need to define it on the URL sections. We have to define the comma here. Okay. Take render the blog page according to their slug. So we have defined it here. In blog detail. Also define the path. Okay, we will later define it when we require it. Okay, let's first set the blog detail page, and after that we need also render this. So before doing that, I'll define all it on the views sections. So here we will defining the arrays, and post is equal to blog dot objects. It must be filtered from the main post. Okay. There also we have seen the recent sections. So let's define it. Recent is equal to blog objects dot filter. It will take only 5 posts there. Similar to that, we are also defining the category and blog category. Okay, so let's define it. So we have not taken the category fields. So I think we also need to define the category here. Okay, so let's first define the category. Category cat is equal to objects dot bug text equal to, let's define it here, cat active category equal to slug cat. Okay, we have done it. Now let's define here category page return render west category HTML context. Now text the category.html file from here, and where is the category here? Okay, I will define it here now. So we don't need here this parts. Let's remove it. We also don't need this. Remove this. And where is the header? Okay, the header is starting from here, so we don't need only this. So first we need to extend our HTML files. Okay, then load static file here. After that, I put it on the header part. We have defined the header sections here. And this all come under the body part. So let's define it here. Find the footer. Yeah, found it here. Let's cut it. We don't need this. Paste this. Finally, we have done it. So after that, let's finish it. Now let's define category. Okay, category is equal to category dot objects dot all. Let's also define the block cat. Now for text and post. So we have done with that. Now it's time to check it. So now let's define these all things on the index.html. So first we'll load this logo static. We'll put all these on the static files so that a logo will barley. Let's bring it empty, and we need to define. So if you want to show all the posts on the based on the categories, then we can define it here. So when there is category sections, then every category will appear on the nav bar. So for it, let's define it here for post in cat. Here we will take the post category name. Okay, we have defined it here. After that, we need to also define the URL category, and data will take from the post.slug. Okay, finally we have defined it. So we don't need this all things. Let's remove this, and we also don't need this. Okay, removing it. So adding this. Oh, just customize the template according to your requirement. Now here's a feature block. So let's define it here. Feature blocks. Okay, or post in. We will take this from the main post. So let's take it from the main post and in for this. Here is a category based. So we will take the dot category name. So it is a title. So let's define the title here. Dot title. These are the author name. Post dot. Or these are the date. So post dot date. And I think here There is image section, image here, so we don't need to close it here. Let's put this section of hub, and this will come into area. Now it's fine, I think. Post.image.url hub here. Saying if I have defined it as a, so we have defined on the blocks slug, so we need to define it here. Finally we did it. Now let's check it either it's working or not. First we need to post something, add that I will take in the content from here, take some content from here, and post it here. Okay, skip the title. Or Broccoli master. Take the category tech technology. Here is a publish and draft sections, and here is a which section do you want to publish. So it's some when take a main post and it will go on the main post. Here we are seeing that everything is fine, but we are unable to render the image file. So for rendering the image file, we need to define it here on the URLs path. So for it, and we also need to, okay, we have done that, and also need to update the settings files. So I am just copying it internet media files. Here is the OS path, so just import, don't need this, so remove it, import. Yes, it's good. Let's start a server again. Again, need to upload the file. We upload it. The media file we have already get it from here. So after that, so when the user click on this, the page must be rendered here, but we are seeing there is nothing like that. So we need to also modify the detail page. So for it, we need to define it here on the index.html file. Here we have defined the date, post, title category. So here's the titles, and this is the error is coming. So we just copy it. Need to paste this URL here. Okay, update like this. Now let's check it again. So finally we have seen that everything is okay and fine, and it's working. So this is our slug field. This is called a slug field, and it is taking this slug from the name that we already defined on the code. So here we are seeing that the title is unlock PC without password or resetting the PC, but when we click it here, nothing is appear like that. So we need also to define the blog detail HTML page. So for it, let's define it here on the blog detail page. We need to find here. Okay, start titles, and author name should be appear here. Get a post dot. Okay, now this is the image sections. So let's define it. Post dot image dot URL, and these all are the content field. So we just don't need this all things. Let's remove it. And on the certain paragraph, let's define all these things. We'll take the content form here. Okay, so define it. Now it's time to check. Let's check it. Boom, everything is working fine. So on the last video, we have seen that everything is working fine, but I have not found the category sections available here. So for corrections of it, let's do that. For it, let's we need to define it here. In the index, we have not defined anything else. But so first we're defining here cat equal to, we'll take the category dot objects, and after that we also need to define here cat. Now we also need to define the on the URL sections path category. Okay, category slash string slug. Use category name is equal to category. Okay, fine. So here we define a comma. Hope this will work fine. So let's also define category sections here. Okay, it is fine. Let's check it. Now it's working fine. On the sections below here on the popular recent, they already defined it popular post. So let's define from here for post in popular. First we need to define on the views.py. I've not defined the popular, so let's define it. Popular by let's define it as 5 posts only be available here, and it's also defined here popular. Okay, done. So let's change on the index.html file. Okay, we have made it. And the in section is ending here, so let's paste it and modify all these things. Is the title, post dot title, it will come date, so post dot date. Here's the image sections, so let's modify it, image dot URL, and here's the URL. So just copy this URL, paste down here. So similarly, if you want to modify, we don't, so we have done it, and we don't need this tab post. So let's remove this all things. From here we are removing this all post. It is creating the loop, and when the admin post the posts, then every post will available in these loops. So for recent post, we will define same for post in recent. So make the changes here, post dot image URL. So copy here, after that we need to date. Okay, everything is working fine. Okay, now let's remove this on this thing. We don't need this, so just move it. Let's first check both of these posts, it's working or not. So let's refresh it. We have seen all the popular post is removed, and in the recent there is only one post available. Since we have only updated only one post, so let's check another content and for hits. So for checking, scoping, and paste it here, and just with this title, paste it here, and it's broccoli master. Okay, now upload the file. So I will take another. Let's take the category on politics, publish, save. Done. Now let's check it. So on the popular sections, we have not seeing any updated. So let's check why this is happening. We define the popular here. Okay, and on the views.py, Lord is fine. So check the model. Oh, sorry, I have defined here publish. That's why it comes like that. So let's change it popular, modify it like popular. So again, we will migrate these all files and then migration minus dot migrate these files. Okay, let's run the server. Check back again. I think update here. Okay, we have not defined a section. Check it again. Now it's working fine. But in the similar way, you can modify all these things. So when we click here, blog single.html5 page is opening. So we also need to modify here text.html file. What the things here, just copy it. Let's paste it. Similarly, it's the same as here. Okay, now the thing and checking it again. Finally, it's done. So in similar way, you can also do with the trending posts. Now it's your task to complete the trending sections. And when you completed it, please comment below. Comment plays one of the important role in a blog. So dealing with comment is one of the important tasks. Most of the audience attract and share their thought area upon the blogs using the comment section. In today's video, we are dealing with the comment section. Dealing with the comment sections, first we need to create our models based on the comment. So firstly, we will build our models based on the comment section. So without wasting your time, let's begin it. So first, we need to create the models for the comment sections. Writing the models, let's write the models for it. Class, comment, model start, model. I have splitted my screen to create a model based on our comment section. First, we need to define the ID. I want you to write the code, then we will talk later about it. ID is equal to model start autofilled, and let is primary key equal to true. Then we need to define the post model start foreign key. Let's see the movie comments ends on plate models. So now define the block ID. Blog ID is also necessary on it for linking the blog ID, and based on that ID we will filter our comment. Blank true, let's is null also, so that it doesn't take a null value. Let's store the name of the user who are going to comment it. Maximum length 100. Okay, now define the email for it. Let's take the email field. Done. There is also a website, so define it. URL field blank is equal to true, and it is null value must be true. Find the comment, define it on the text field so that it will take text value. There is also date, so models dot date field, take the date based upon their time zone. Whatever the time zone will take about it. So here we need to define our time zone. Let's define it above from Django dot details import time zone. Done. In the parent, it is equal to model start foreign key self null blank. Let it be, should not be blank on escape to name, put it replies. Okay, so we have take our text name, date, comment section, and there is also image. We have also defined it. Okay, done. Now let's define its function. Def save dot post save dot blog ID. Okay, return save dot name. Now we have seen that the model is already created. Now restart the model in admin. So admin dot site dot register comment. Now it has been already registered. Now making the migration. Oh, I see some mistake here. So correcting our mistake here. Okay, so migrate our model. Okay, our model has been migration. Now migrate it on our server. So we have finally deal with the models. Let's deal with the views.py. Define every functions that we needed for the comment sections. Defining def add comment request slow if request dot method. We are dealing with the form. So we need to write our views like this. Post get log slot name is equal to west post get checking our blog detail page, what things is there. We need to copy everything. I will show you. So it's our form, and let's split it like this. Now we need to define everything whatever is there. So we target each form with its name. So put the name whatever is written here on here. Okay, so you just copy it Here's text, email. So let's define it line by line. Here's input name. So let's define it line by line. So first we need to define the comment sections. So we write a comment is equal to paste.post.get. Just copy it, paste it here. Just copy it from here and paste it there. So we are writing it in multiple, just paste it and comment is done. Now there is email. So we write for the email, input email, write what is there. So don't make the mistakes. Otherwise you have to face many error. Now also define let parent ID is also necessary for replying the comment. Get parent ID. Define the condition of paste on it. Parent is equal to get object. ID is equal to parent ID. Comment dot sex dot create. Post is equal to name is equal to name. Email is equal to email. Site equal to site. And also comment text and text. Done. Parent comment. Return redirect. Let's redirect it to the log detail page. Log detail. So that if the user is commented anything, then it will again return to the same page. It doesn't terminate to another page or open a new page. It does not show any other page or refreshing the same page. We are redirecting this log detail log. We are defining these functions because when the user commented anything else, then it will return to the same detail page. Again redirect to the log detail. So here is error is showing. So we need to import this library from Django.shortcuts port render. Here we are seeing the error. So we need to define it here. Redirect. Okay. This error is gone. After that, we also need to define it to the blog details. So let's define it here. Comment is equal to comment objects.filter. So that it will filter according to their blog ID. Post.id. Order by. Now it is done. We need to pass it context here. Comments. Now finally we have done with the views.py. So let's define the part of comment sections. Path. It will filter according to their slug. So let's define slug and add comment. Okay. Use dot add comments name equal to add comment. Oh, here is not s over there comma. Okay. Now everything is done with the views model and URLs. Now let's make the changes on the templates file. So let's select on the detail page. Let's search for the comment sections. Yeah, here is a comment. So here we'll define how many comments were passed. So let's define it here. Comments dot count. Now make the loop of the comment for comment in comment. Okay. Here close. And we don't need these sections, so just remove it. Okay, I've done with that. So here will be the static image. We are taking image. We can define in types of image. I'm taking just the template image. Let's close it. Here must be the person name who were commented. Comment.name. Okay, now let's define the rest of it. Comment.name. Also define the date here. Okay, now this is the comment sections. So we need to define here comment sections. Not. Finally, we have done with that. So let's move to the form section. Third first, and here we need to define the URL path. This item must be passed in the URL of get comment and must be filtered according to the long small. Okay, have the pad now. Now everything is done. Let's check it now. First, I need to check the either the model is created or not. Here we are seeing that model is already created. Now let's pass some comment there. Just opening here and writing some comment. Okay. Hello everyone. This is our first comment. Let's take the email broccolimaster@gmail.com. Double dot appoints.com. Okay, here is the some invalid error is facing. So I think we have not passed our CSRF token. So let's pass it here. Where is the Okay, we need to pass the src token file down. I hope this will work. Let's refresh it again. This is our first comment. So we are facing the error. I think the error is came from here. Something is not matching. Let's check what the problem is created there. I think here's just some issue. So here is some mistake on the comment text and the parents. So I have corrected that. Now let's check it either it is working or not. Let's see it. Or it's not showing the name and the comment what the user have commented. So let me check again. I think there is some mistake on the blog detail page. So let me check it. Comment in. Oh, here's S. Let's refresh it. Now finally it is done.
So before making the connection, we need to download the MySQL database to our system. So let's download it. Just click on the download buttons. And here, no thanks, just start my download. Just click on it. And after that, open the file and make the installation on our local system. It will server only on full. Okay, tap next. Next, you still running with your selected part. Yes, it's cute. Okay. Now let the file install. Let it complete. And finally, our file has downloaded here. So just click on the next button and again execute it. And again, it will take some times. Just wait for that. Come on, fast. Install it. Finally, the installation has completed. So just click next again. Again, next. And our port is 3306. So again, click next and next and write the password here. I will take the password as admin. So here, check it and again click next, and after that execute. Finally, all the configuration has applied here. So just finish it. Okay, click again next, just finish it. So here is showing to connect to the server. So I will put the password here. Okay, let it check, connection succeed. Next and execute. So that finish it. Next and finish. So finally, in this way, you can install the MySQL workbench in our system. So I have a blog project, so that I will create a new connection here and name it blog db. Okay, after that click just OK and click on it, password admin. Finally, our database is connected. Now let's connect this MySQL interface with our Django project. So finally, I have opened my VS Codes. For the connections with the SQL database, we need to install two libraries here. So let's install the libraries. So pip install MySQL client, and another one is pip install the MySQL. Okay. Finally, we have done with that, and we also need to define it in the initiate file. So also define here. So here, write this code. Okay, and make the save. After that, make the modifications on our settings.py files. We need to define all the things here like this. Our engine should be MySQL backends, and the database name is blockdb. Our root, our username is root, and the password is admin. And this is our host of our database, and this is the port number of that database. Okay. So finally, we have done with that. So let's make the migrations of all the files. py-py make migration. Okay, here is showing we have not installed the pillow. So let's first install the pillow. Pillow is the library which are used for the handling of the image file or media files. Okay, so let's install it. Again make the migration. -.py make migration. Okay, So he's showing a noun database blog db. So let's check it here. Okay, we have not created the database. So here is a schema. Get a new schema and name the database blog db. Okay, apply the change and make it apply. Okay, finally it created here like this. And when we make the migration, then all the files came here. So let's make them migrate again. Let's first clear our terminals and py minus dot py make migration, and also migrate the file python minus dot py migrate. All the migrations take place here. Let's start our server minus dot py run server, and after that all the files that are saved in our SQLite database that are provided by the Django are auto deleted. So we need to again reload all the data there. So for that, let's create the super user name again minus dot py create super user. Give the admin. Okay, again start a server. So let's click here, and our this blog site has opened. Let's take our database, and it is login, and here you can see there is no in data available. So let's just post one thing. Hello, this is the testing post. Okay, author name, let's take it broccoli master. I'm giving it a random image. Okay, so this is the testing content, and define here categories, and let's let it post upload main post. Okay, so save. So refresh our page. So we will finally see here one post is available. So after that, let's check the file in our database, and let's refresh it. In the table you can see that all the files get migrated here. So this is our home blog page. And so if you have a query, how can you check all the records that are available in our SQLite database? So let's check it. For this, let open the query, and here write the code what I am writing here. Write this code here. Use blog db. This is our database name, and use our column name here. Select all from, and here is the home blog. Okay, and close it. Just click Control Shift plus Enter, and it will execute all the files. And here is the record that were saved in our SQL database. And finally, in this way, you can make the modifications that are needed to connect the MySQL database with your blog Django projects. And we have also seen that how can you extract the data from your SQL database that are provided by the Django, and you can also operate the CRUD operations directly in the MySQL database. For creating the interface of Bootstrap admin dashboard, let's create a blog app named dashboard. Python minus dot py start app dashboard. Here our dashboard have created. Now we also need to integrate this app in our setting. So go here and name it as dashboard, and also create the URLs here. Path dashboard include and the dashboard URLs. So these are the settings to integrate our app in our project. Now let's get here URLs file urls.py, and let's copy this all from here. We don't need this. Let's copy it from here and paste it again here. what things are not needed, we just remove it. So here defining views dot dashboard, again name dashboard from dot code views. Here let's remove it. Now we need to get the views.py file here. Let's get it. Dev dashboard request on. Let's first check it. Is it working or not? This is the listing of dashboard. Let's run our local server. Python minus dot py run server. Now checking it, opening our local server, and here again refresh it. So finally we are seeing this is working fine. Now integrate the Bootstrap admin interface here. So for it, let's get the template file here. Let's get the folder dashboard, and on this folder we will implement our template files. And statics file here again make one folder name dashboard. Okay, now let's implement all this file here. So I'm just copying and pasting it here. I will provide a link in the description so you can easily go and download it and do the same as that I'm doing here. So here on this folder I am copying this. Okay, I will also going to keep the static file here. Simple copy and pasting it here. Let's copy it and paste it here. Okay, we have done with that. Let's get the file name dash.html file. In this dash.html file, we will copy all the similar things that are in our dashboards. Like on the nav bar and the footer part is nearly same. So we just copy that and paste it here. So this is our index.html files. We will copy all the similar things from here. So let's scroll it, and we are seeing here from I think from here everything is similar. So let's copy it and paste down here. So again, right block body. Here is the body section. So we also again copy the. Let's change the name here from index to dash.html so that we are not getting the confused from index.html same things. So again we will now take the footer part that are similar to that. So here from here we will just copy it and let's paste it here. I'm done with that. Now let's first check it by running this template file. Return render request and dashboard file name is dash.html. Okay, let's check it. Okay, now we're seeing that this file is rendering, but we have not connected this file with the css. So let's get this with the css file on the dash.html file, and here dash base we get connect every js and css file it here. Let's first click it here, send static. Again alt and select all the file. By clicking alt you can easily select multiple line, percentage include it, and also this file is on the dashboard folder. So let's define it here, dashboard. We're done with the js. Now let's connect the css file. So these are our css file. Again, this all things are in our dashboard folder. So again, static, and also send this. Now we finally get this both file. Now let's check it again, working or not. Oh, we are seeing that it's not working. I think we need to first extend our this.html file. So this file are in the dashboard folder name dash.html file. Now let's load the static file again and put all this file in the body section. Just copy it and paste it here. Okay, we have done with that. Now here again we need to load our static file. So let's Okay, everything is fine. Let's try it again. Okay, finally we are seeing that our dashboard is successfully run. We will also customize or change our name of this to our necessary title. Let's change it here on a dashboard section. Now let's change the name of this to our total views, and we don't need to quite this dollar sign, so just remove it. And here we need total comment, here total post. Okay, so we don't need this pending request, so just remove it from here. Now we're done with that. Let's save it. Okay, now again checking it, refresh it. Okay, now it's fine. Similarly, let's customize our this blog post sections. Just remove and extends our best dashboard and dash base.html file, dash.html. Okay, again load this static files and block body. Put this file on the block sections. Let's cut it and this down here. So here we have not removed this footer part, so let's remove it. Okay, let's paste it. We have done with that. Let's change the name blog post to blog dash blog. Okay, dash blog.html files. So we have done with that. Similarly, let's change on comment section. So where is the ending point? Here's ending point in the topper. Let's select it. Extends our dashboard and dash this HTML file. Again, load our static file. Put it on the body section. Just cut it, and we also remove this footer section. So here is the starting of the footer. Yes, this is done. Comment section is done. So we will correct this spelling comments. Okay, here is also start section. So we will do the similar thing here. Just scroll it down. So this is our end of the toppers. So let's again remove it here. Extends our base HTML file dashboard dash base HTML file. Okay, I've done with that. Now again load the static file. We have done this again. Block body. Just cut it and remove the footer part. So here is the footer part. Just cut it. Paste over this. Now everything is fine. Hope this will work. Similar do with the page section. Just scroll, and here is the top part. Let's cut it and also extends this file dashboard dash HTML file. Again load the static. Put this file on the blog body section. Just remove now footer sections. So here is the footer section. Just copy it, paste down it here. Okay, finally we have done with all these things. So let's check it. Refreshing the page. Okay, but we have not get our views functions. So let's again get the views functions of it. Def blog request down render request and dashboard this blog.html file. Similarly do with the comment sections. Comment request down render request this dashboard comment.html file. So here's the s comments. So just put it comments here, and here's a dash blog. So we need to define it here as a dash blog, otherwise it will throw the error. Similarly for the page, just define it here, request down render request, and this is our on the dashboard page.html. So finally we have done with that. Now again, let's check it's working or not. So we also need to define this URL section. So let's define it. Let's and blog and this views.blog name equal to blog dot here blog. Okay. Similarly, to with that comment sections, comment on the inverted comma in comment views dot comment name equal to comment. Okay. Finally, we have done with that again. Now let's check it's working or not. Let's refresh it. And here blog post. Okay, we also need to join this page with that URL. So let's define it on the this section, where is our dash base HTML file here. Now defining it, now linking this page here is the comment. So just dashboard comment. Again, here is the blog post.html file. Put the dashboard app name. Again, the URL name blog. Okay, finally blog comment and the page. Again, we'll define here dashboard and page. Still many more. Let's check it. Okay, now everything is fine. And here is also index.html file. So just remove it here and we will put the name dashboard. So again, check it working or not. Let's remove it and blog post. Okay, now everything is working fine. So let's paste the data from our admin panel. So let's defining the functions of it here on this section dashboard. So first we need to define the total views from our blog post. So let's here we will write total views equal to blog objects aggregate. Okay, first we need to render that file from import all the model file or import all. Here we need to define from home dot models. Okay, here is the home. Everything is in capitals, so let's make it capital. Now it will import aggregate and we will count the total views equal to from views. Again count the total views. So this function will count all over the total views from every blog post and will render this file to our in our dashboard. And here's the total comment dot objects dot count. We will also count the total comment from each blog post. Now we will also total posts equal to count the total post objects dot count. Again, post is equal to blog dot objects. We are defining this for render our or fetching the data of our blog post. So this minus id will show our post according to our in a ascending order or in our latest post. So let's define it in the context total views. We are getting this dictionary that we are already read in the Python section. Total comments and total post will be the semicolon. Okay, total posts. So again there is the post. Okay, finally we have defined it. Now also this context file, we're done with the dashboard sections. So let's first check either we have defined this view sections in our models or not. Let's check on the models file. So here finally we have defined it views. Similarly, let's define for the blog section post equal to blog dot objects dot order by minus id. So latest, first it will show the latest post that we have made, and then again context equal to get a dictionary for it. Sorry, here post and post. So data define here context. Okay, similar define on the comment sections. So all comments equal to comment dot objects dot select related. Okay, post, it must be so with the date, order by latest date. So again put it on the dictionary, all comment, all. Okay, I'm done with that. Again enter this file on the text sections. So finally we have defined this dashboards, blog and comment sections. Similarly, you can also define the sections, page sections. I am leaving this page for you. You will try it and comment below if you have made this or rendered this file. So now it's time to define the HTML file. So I open this HTML file. Sorry, here's the dash file, and we will change everything that is required for fetching our data. So here is our blog section. So from here, and this image is taking from this, and this is our, let's invite this and zoom it here. This is dash HTML files. So let's find it from this here for post and post, and this section. So here is the info, and first we need to render our image from our blog post. So let's render it, post dot image dot url. Okay, and this is our title section. So let's remove this, and I also find the title section. So post dot title, this is not required, so let's remove it. This is our date, publishing date. So we just here find our date, post dot date. Also define here the author name, remove it, defining the post dot author. Again we don't dislike sections, define the views here. So for it, right here post dot views, and for comments post dot comment dot count. It will count all the comment. First let's check it's working or not. Okay, we're fetching some error, sum is not defined. And the urls, we have not defined the sum. So let's the views function find the sum. Let's import, and finally I think this will work. Let's check it. So finally we are seeing that we have fetched our blog post from our blog website. So let's fetch everything that is needed here. So again make the changes from here, dash HTML file. Okay, so also define the total views here. So total views define like this, so it will direct for the total views in our post. And here's the comment sections, so we need also define the total comments. Okay, we have done with that. Okay, and there is a total posts, so write it here, total posts. Okay, let's check it, data is working or not. Okay, fine, it is render. And for this we need to import the chart sections JavaScript file here. For rendering these chart sections, I have written the JavaScript file, so you just copy and paste it there. and as you require you can change it there. So I am just copying this source of code and pasting it here. So let's just copy it and we will paste here in the end of the content. Okay, I've done with that. Okay, to chat, this is our first chat sections and this is our second chat sections, and here we need to define a total views, total comments and total posts, and we will fetch the data from there. Okay, similarly in another chart we need to do the same things, that is required there. So let's check it's working or not and refreshing it. Okay, finally we are seeing that this is working. Total views 1, total posts is 2, and everything is working fine. So let's change the name of it on the dash. So here is we'll change it like total views. Similarly in the second sections there is total comments. Similarly in the third there is a total post. Let's define it as a total post. So finally it's working fine now. So we have finally done with this dashboard sections. Let's do with this blog post, and here is the blog sections, dash base and dash blog sections. Okay, and from there it is the image sections and this is a contact section. Okay, from here we will define it for post in post, and here is the end for we are finally created our loop. So now define this image section post dot image dot url. Okay, this is our title section. Just remove it and define here post dot title. Just don't need this, so remove it. This is our post dot date, and this is our post dot author. This is our post dot views, and this will be total comments. So post dot comments dot count. Okay, finally we have also done with the block sections. I think we don't need this chat section, so just remove it from here. Now modify in comment section. Then okay, so here for comment, and in the views function I think we have defined comment as a all comments. So let's define it here, all comment, and this is our info sections. Okay, now this is the username, so it will display the comment dot name, and this is the post name, so we'll define here comment dot post. Similarly this is the date section, we'll define it here comment dot date, and this is a comment section, so we will here just of it display the comment what the user have commented here. We'll just display it here comment dot comment. Okay, so if the user have not verified the comment section, then it will not show it here. So for it, let's define it if not comment is approved, then we will not show it here, so that wording moderation will be shown there, and we don't need this. From here let's put it. So finally we have done with all the things. Let's refresh the page, check it, and in the dashboard block sections we will not define the int block section. So let's check it, dash blog. Okay, we have made a mistake here, we have defined it twice, so that remove it, and let's save it again, refresh the page. Okay, finally everything is working fine. The blog post have already rendered here. Their views is also counting comments, and there 0 views 0 comments. Again refresh it, it's showing the error. Okay, so let's correct it. Just remove this, we don't need this. it will automatically fetch the according to year and date. So let's save it and again refresh the page. Finally it is showing again error stack comment. Okay, I think there's the same issue again. We are doing the same issue. Okay, let's remove it and refresh it again. Now finally we have done with that. So finally we have done with this dashboard sections. So we also need to authenticate this dashboard sections, because anyone can easily access this dashboard sections. We can, which is very hamper for us. For that, let's authenticate this dashboard first. So I will directly connect this dashboard with the Django authentication systems, so that what the username and password we have put in our admin panel, Django admin panel sections, we need to define it here. So let's interconnect this dashboard with that panel. So for this, let's define it on the settings section, and here is our settings sections. Let's define it, and here for authentication, let's write a comment for authentication. First we need to define the login URL, admin login. Okay, also define the redirect URL, and also need to define the logout redirect URL. Okay, now let's put the link here. So we finally define it in the settings sections. Let's also define on the view sections. So in every page, if you need to define it here, login required. Okay, just copy and paste it here. Also paste it here, and also paste it here. Also need to define or import our login sections, login required library, so that our finally work. Again refresh the page. So I think our server is not running well. Just kill this terminal. Let's start it again. Python -py run server. Okay, again refresh the page. Okay, finally it's working fine. So if you log in, then it will redirect to our dashboard section. So finally we have seen that how can you create your own professional dashboard like this. This is just a demo. You can customize your admin dashboard according to your need and demand. So finally I have arrived on my screen, and I want to push all this project to my GitHub. So for this we need to set up our GitHub repository. So let's start it, and here from click new, and here repository name will occur. So here put the name of your repository, and I will put the portfolio. I have a portfolio website, so that I want to push the project here, portfolio website. Okay, and this description is optional. You can write the descriptions or leave it, no problem. And I want to make it public, and if you want to put your important files or repository as a private, then keep it. You can simply click here, create repository, and here you go. Now this is the code that is required to push our project from VS Code to a repository. From the VS Code, we can directly push all the necessary code here. So I will show you a step-by-step process. How can you do that? Let's so this is my project. Okay, so let's do it. First we need to initialize our git init. It will initialize all the files in our project. After that we need to add git add. If you want, then add the readme file. If not, then leave it, readme.md. okay, first check the status. I'm enlarging my screen. First we need to commit our file, commit m. I'll write the first commit, then after that add all the button, all the files on it. Again check the status. Okay, we successfully add all the files to our repo, and git name is our branch name is, we have done. Then again I'll check the status. It is status git add. Okay, now take the origin of that So the remote is already existed. So let's push the branch. Finally, you can see that all my projects are pushing there. So this is the necessary steps that we require while pushing our project from VS Code to a GitHub. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and share with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channels. Thank you for watching the video. Keep coding and keep watching.